Welcome to WrenchWay Weekly, where we talk about the industry's hot topics, highlight the voice of technicians, and educate shops and dealerships to help improve the industry. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment on the videos to let us know what you think of WrenchWay Weekly or if there's a specific topic that you'd like us to cover. The topic for this week is, what is the first thing that needs to be fixed to start addressing the technician shortage? We gave four different options, four answers, one being pay structure, two being pay rate, lack of respect being another, and then we had an other category. So how they ranked from our WrenchWay Insiders was pay structure at 40%, being probably the most important that our respondents came with. Pay rate at 28%, lack of respect being 20%, and then the other category with 12%. I think right off the bat, we can start to kind of dissect this and really see what a technician is looking for in a shop, right? And shops really pay close attention to this one because I think there's a lot of good information here. I think the easiest way to start is just to say that all of them are really important, right? Regardless of how they were ranked or rated, they're all really, really important and really vital. And so, when we really dive into this, pay structure being 40% is a big one, right? And so that actually ranked above a pay rate, which to me tells you a lot. And it tells you that you need to be communicative with your team to make sure you know and understand what they're looking for. One of the comments that we got from our WrenchWay Insiders that we thought was just great was we need to start exposing young people to the industry and attract new talent. This comment that really hit home said, "I do not feel that pay rate or structure are what keep young people from considering this profession. It is a lack of voices who are saying that this can be a great profession. I would guess that there are not many techs out there encouraging the youth in their lives to pursue a career as a tech for many of the reasons that you've discussed here before. Likewise, not many parents, teachers, or counselors are encouraging their students to explore a technical career. If you want to attract people to our industry, you have to make the industry attractive, and it can't just be about the money." I 100% agree with this. This was such a cool comment from one of our insiders that I think carries a lot of weight, right? There's a lot there when we talk about trying to attract new people, new talent into the industry. I say this all the time, but I think it starts with keeping the people that we already have here. And so making sure that we had 20% say lack of respect was a something that needs to be fixed to fix the technician shortage. That's true, right? I think there's a perceived lack of respect for those people in the shop. And really, to me, it starts there in making sure that they feel respected and that they feel like they're a true professional. We need to treat them like that. And conversely, techs, you need to act like true professionals to get that respect. And that's something that we talk about a lot. We want you to really present yourself in a way that is professional, because I think that's what leads to gaining more respect and commanding more respect, frankly. So, that respect piece then leads to more options with pay structure, more options with pay rate. So there's really, there were some really good comments. Again, I love to hear the comments that our insiders bring to the table. What I would say is that this is like any problem that's gigantic, right? And I think we can all agree that there is a gigantic problem here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this conversation. One of the biggest pieces to a big problem is how intimidating it can be to get started. It can be really overwhelming to look at it and say, okay, how do we fix these things? And I think we need to look at really easy ways to do that, and maybe ways that aren't going to break the bank, that are something that you can do tomorrow, right? And so we wanted to give three things that shops can do to start tackling the technician shortage. And these are just things from our experience in recruiting and talking to technicians, talking to shops every day, that I think we can make a lot of headway with. The first is to reevaluate your pay and benefits and really take a deep, honest look at it. Does your pay fit what your technicians are doing? And if it doesn't, maybe you throw out a hybrid model of pay, or you give them the option for hourly or flat rate. And maybe they have to earn that position, right? Maybe it's not given to everybody right off the bat, but if somebody earns it and you want to take care of them, and say, for instance, maybe an A tech in a dealership that doesn't get full benefit for the work they put in for diagnostic time, they might want to look at this a little differently. So having those one-on-one deep conversations can be huge. The second tip, or the second piece of that with the benefits side, is that there are a ton of benefits that you can offer that cost the shop little to nothing, right? And that might be bringing a financial advisor in to talk to your team. I know Tanner Brandt talked about this during our Technician conference last fall, that they brought in a financial advisor to talk to the team about being fiscally responsible and giving them education on how to do that. I think that's huge. And maybe it's somebody talking about health insurance, but not in a way that's like, hey, you need to check this box to make sure you have health insurance, but why you need insurance, and not have it be salesy. Another thing that you can do as you're reevaluating your pay and benefits is really do it in a way to focus on technician retention, right? You want to treat them with respect. And just as we said on the open here, you really want to get them kind of the notoriety they deserve. I think there's just a lot there. And then you can get involved with local schools, right? There's a lot that goes into that. And so the three things that we called out were reevaluate your pay and benefits, focus on technician retention, and get involved with local schools. And so those are opportunities that don't cost a lot, but they do take effort. They do take you being intentional as a shop to be active and really knowing the pulse of where you stand at with a shop. Now, we did have a couple other stats from our WrenchWay Insiders that were really kind of great insight, great feedback. And the first being, which of the following are you most concerned with? And we gave two options of less technicians entering the industry or more technicians leaving the industry. And they were about even. 51% said more technicians leaving the industry. But that tells you a lot, right? And we go back to the three options that we gave you of focusing on technician retention. There's more concern right now with technicians leaving the industry than there is the techs coming in. And that's something that I continually try to push, is until we make this a rock solid industry where people want to come work, it's hard to recruit more people into it, right? It's hard to get people into those school programs because we're kind of trying to float the boat with a bunch of holes in it, if you will. And I think we need to change that. There's a lot of ways that we can do that. We'll talk about that in some further WrenchWay Weekly shows and podcasts, really trying to make the industry better. Now, this last one that we asked was probably the most concerning to me and maybe the most alarming. And we gave a would you rather question, right? So would you rather one of these things? So the three options that we had were, would you rather stay at the shop you're at? Would you rather find a new opportunity within the industry? And then would you rather leave the industry? How they ranked was 36% said they want to stay at the shop. They'd rather stay at the shop they're at. Another 36%, so that they matched exactly, was find a new opportunity within the industry. And then the one that really, to me, is super alarming and one that I think we need to pay close attention to is 28% said they would rather leave the industry altogether. That we see that, right? And a lot of the stuff we do with WrenchWay is geared towards those folks to try and keep them in the industry. And not that, obviously from a selfish standpoint, it's great to see them in the industry. But if we have that many people that would rather leave the industry altogether, we need to focus on that. We need to figure out how do we make their lives better? What do we do to really make their lives easier, make them feel more respected, and really get them to like coming to work in the morning? I think that's such an important piece and something we need to focus on. So once again, thank you to all of our WrenchWay Insiders that provided feedback. I think as we're diving into this, we're getting more and more comfortable with the feedback, being able to use that feedback to educate, and we keep growing this thing. So the actual feedback that we're getting is more of the collective than just individuals, which I think is pretty cool. As a reminder, if you answer the topic of the week in the WrenchWay Insiders mobile app, and then use that to answer the challenges, play our higher or lower game, you get to compete to win our weekly prize giveaway. A big thank you this week to Diesel Laptops for sponsoring last week's Higher or Lower game. The giveaway was a $100 Amazon gift card, and the winner was Tim Mulrooney with a high score of 47. That's a great score, Tim. Great work on that. Tim did get a chance at the Queen of Hearts pot, but unfortunately did not turn over the Queen of Hearts, so yet again it grows. It is up to $1,900 of cold hard cash if you win that Queen of Hearts game. So we post new challenges every week. Make sure you go out, complete those challenges, earn those points, play higher or lower with a chance to win that $100 Amazon gift card and that $1,900 Queen of Hearts pot. Pretty cool, pretty easy to do, and it really helps us out a ton in getting that good, candid feedback. Again, the WrenchWay Insider app is invite only, so if you'd like to receive an invite, you can fill out the form on the WrenchWay website. We'll put the link in the video description below, or email us at info@wrenchway.com. The topic for next week is, does your shop or dealership have an apprenticeship or internship program? We're really, really interested in this one to hear what you have to say, maybe some reasons why or why not. Why do they have a program? Why don't they have a program? I think that really, really helps us understand and try to help to get more young people into the shops in different ways, and hopefully opens our mind to it as well. So again, we'd love to hear your feedback on the topic. To provide your feedback, log into your WrenchWay Insiders app, find the poll titled WrenchWay Weekly Topic of the Week, and we'll definitely take all of those answers into consideration. Once again, we are hosting a WrenchWay Roundtable next week on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's free to attend, but you must register. So make sure you get out there, sign up for it. You can sign up for it on the WrenchWay.com website. We'll be discussing how shops can help schools attract more students to the industry. And even if you can't attend live, sign up and we'll make sure to send you a recording after the event. The registration link is also in the video description. Feel free to sign up and join us for that. We're really excited. Already have a lot of people signed up for it, so I think it's going to be great discussion. We've got a great roundtable of great people. So thanks again to everybody. I hope you all have a great week. Take care.